Libra, welcome to your mid-month for July. What's up? What's going on? We're now at the point in the readings where I'm going to recap for you the ones that I've redone. For those of you who are not familiar with my work, the only times I redo readings at all anymore is when I see something of conflict and it has absolutely zero solution or resolution. That kind of drives me crazy because it wastes my time and it wastes my audience time. However, I do have to be aware of how much time I'm personally spending. So it's at this point where the cards are the way they are. So let me recap for you the two readings I saw and scrapped. They both centered around the same thing, an opportunity that was coming in. And you were on the fence about accepting it. And the first reading I saw, you were leaning away from the offer. You didn't know if you should take it. So you actually lost the opportunity because you ran out of time. The second version was pretty much the same thing, except you were thinking about taking it. And then again, you lost it due to running out of time. And both points on both readings more or less said, I need more time, I need more time. And then we lost the opportunity because we waited or hesitated too long. So, guys, just in life, to let you know about these opportunities, they come in when they're supposed to, not when they're convenient for us. Okay? Now, the Libra I was looking at, in both instances, you were tired. And it's kind of like I'm not in the mood to entertain new opportunities, but I want the option to be available to me. It's just not how this particular opportunity worked. Not once, but twice. So it was very much in the case of, use it or lose it. And, guys, opportunities are often that point in our lives where it's like everything can come from it or nothing will. It just kind of depends. There's no convenient time to do anything, really. But they can be some of the best opportunities, the ones that we end up taking, even when at the time we didn't know or we weren't sure, So the choice is yours. So if that resonates with you, just to let you know, yeah, there's an offer coming up for some of you soon, within weeks or so. And you're going to have that particular stress or anxiety. Do I have the time and space for this? So FYI. And I saw you go back and forth on it, the pros and cons. And they all came back to one thing. I'm tired and I don't think I can take this on right now. But for those of you who were leaning into it but still hadn't made up your mind, I saw how it could lead to a healthy pathway for you in terms of stability and empowerment. But you had to be willing to accept the offer. So there you go, FYI. I don't want people to miss out on opportunities, but also I need to see results. I want to help people who are interested in helping themselves. So really working through it and making decisions, that's where I am, where I try to be, okay? But yeah, since this is now the third time, they're going to stay as they lay, okay? What's going on? Show me Libra. Show me Libra, show me Libra, show me Libra. Show me Libra, please. And it looked like work in nature. Okay. All right, what's going on? Six of Cups. Well, that's a completely different track. That didn't come up at all. And Eight of Pentacles. Coin was the focus in the last one. Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay, not bad. Seven of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Tower. Okay. Seven of Cups, the Strength, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Cool. I have you connecting with somebody and it's going swimmingly, or at least it looks that way. It looks cooperative on both sides. You seem to be content here with the Queen of Swords. That all is well. You and I are working together very well. It could literally be at work. I don't know. Soul connections. They come in many different shapes and sizes. That doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. I don't know, but I just know that you two work well together. Okay? And we have a lot of memories with this person. We have a kind of shared uniqueness between these two. And you personally are pleased with it. You're familiar with it. You know it. You know it. You're very familiar with it. You know how to work with it. They know how to work with you. Beautiful. Now, Seven of Swords, King of Swords, the Tower. Oh, boy. Well, something's coming up that suggests I don't want to deal with this. Like, at all. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to know about it. I'd rather not know, is what you're saying. I believe. I'd rather not know. Which means we need to know. Seven of Swords, King of Swords, the Tower. It's some truth coming at you, and it's going to be one of those things where it's like, I really wish I didn't know about this. But that's the whole point of the Tower, is that we're supposed to know. Okay, so towers, like those Six of Cups, they come in different shapes and sizes. Could be a small tower, could be a big tower, somewhere in between. Ultimately, all towers are to our benefit. It's what we do with it that counts. Okay? Seven of Cups, Strength, the Ten of Pentacles. You know, it's kind of like you're showing me in future, you're going to stick to what you know, and that is stability, practicality, reliability, and what it is that you have built. Okay? You're saying this is the area in your life that undisputedly makes you feel strong. Yes, sometimes you have misgivings about it, but for the most part, this is what you know to be true, and that's what you're going to kind of bank on. Okay? All right, let's start up right up here with that Six of Cups, please. Show me that. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. What's going on? Oh, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Okay, not too long ago, it looks like we started slowly doing some repair work with some of significance in our lives. It could have to do once more to coin or work. Okay, I don't know. But this is a recovery that's currently in process. I see you working hard with somebody in the interest of repairs. I'm going to push that Eight of Pentacles and see what's going on. Is this personal or is this literally at work? Because the whole idea is cooperation, and let's be productive. Okay, let's see that Eight of Pentacles. But it's looking like these two people made that decision not too long ago to recover at all costs. Let's see that Eight of Pentacles. Some of the Eight of Pentacles. Some of the Eight of Pentacles. The Moon, the Nine of Swords, and the World. Okay. Okay. It's looking like you two are working through a lot of stress. We're trying to end that particular cycle of the unknown stressors. We don't want to leave anything hidden. We want it all brought to the surface so we can methodically work through this, you and I. So again, this can relate to a personal relationship as well as business or a combination of the two. But I got two people here who are being very diligent, if not hyper-vigilant, about repairs, and leaving no stone unturned. Nothing is left to mystery. If we have a thought, if we have an anxious thought, if we have a worry or a concern, let's put it out on the table, work it through. Work it through, work it through. So recovery. Like everything's coming forward that needs to come forward to get the job done. Okay. Wow. So again, business, personal, or a combination of the two. I have not a clue. I do know that you two have worked long enough together to kind of feel comfortable laying it on the table. Okay. Let's see that Queen of Swords. I want to see what you think of all this. What's going on? Let's see that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Judgment. You say this is your judgment call and that you know what you're doing. So you're using your thought process as well as your intuition here. Here we have the intellect and the intuition piece in Judgment. You say this is your personal decision to listen to yourself intellectually as well as intuitively. Good. I like that. You're saying this is important to you and that you're choosing to do this. It's a lot of work that you are conducting with someone else. Again, I don't know what the focus is, but you do. Okay? I see high levels of structure compatibility that suggests you two know how to work with each other, around each other, but there's also a personal conduit of a relationship here that neither one of you has strictly defined, but you both working like crazy to repair it. And the key point here, no secrets. Any thoughts, fears, issues, or anxiety, put them out on the table where everybody can see them. Everybody can see them, work on them. Right there. Okay? You got a problem, put it on the table so we can work on it. Wow. Okay. Determination and guts, really, that's what we're working with here today. So you're both participating in this? It's not easy. I would like to know what the end goal is. What are these repairs going towards? Business, pleasure, somewhere in between the two? I can see the foundation's important to you. I respect that. No secrets. Leave no stone unturned. I get that. It's like, because it's something I say all the time. You cannot fix what you don't know is broken, right? So I can't work with you unless you tell me what the heck's going on, right? And the assumption that it works both ways. You can't work things out with me unless I tell you what's going on with me. Cool. And apply that to business or any other area of your life where this could be true. Okay? But this is a decision you said you made and that you've been working through it with this person. You made that decision together, but I see your seriousness attached to you. Okay? Okay. I want to know what the bigger picture is here. Okay. Alrighty, let's take a look at that Seven of Swords. If it causes stress, I want to know about it. If it feels like a threat, I want to know about it. Let's see that Seven of Swords. Which is weird, because I just got done saying not too long ago, someone here distinctly doesn't want to know about this piece, though. Like, I wish I had known that. What is that? Seven of Swords. Four of Wands. The Star. The Hierophant. I see. Let's see that Tower, please. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower. I think I get it. Well, there was someone else here this whole time, wasn't there? Let's see that Tower. Okay. Someone had been withholding some of their misgivings for a long time. So I think I understand what kicked off the chain of events, and that this is a two-person decision and they have to put a lot of work into it. Okay. Someone who I believe is not you came forward with an uncomfortable truth. Okay. There is some sort of commitment here, i.e. relationship. Four of Wands and the Hierophant. That's a bit more than we've been dating a couple of weeks. Okay, let's put it that way. And with the Star, someone started to lean away from this commitment in that sense of, does it still have the same significance to me now that it did? And we're talking about it. It was put forward in honesty, I believe. The Tower's here. It was not easy for this person to talk about it. Especially if this Emperor figure, I believe, is used to keeping things to themselves, himself or herself. So this was confrontational. It was very uncomfortable. So that's where the energy was coming from that I picked up. I wish I hadn't known about this. But now we know. We become responsible for the knowledge. So again, I'd rather you know than not know. You, as far as I can tell, handled it well. I'm not saying you didn't have stressful moments. I'm not saying you didn't have angry moments. I'm not saying that you didn't have very stressful nights. Of course you did. That's why you're being so methodical. No stone unturned, all that. If there's any hesitations or doubts, etc., I want to know about it. Because now you know. And we can't take this kind of thing back. And I think this person didn't want to talk about it until they did. To their credit, they owned the knowledge. They probably tried to talk themselves out of it 1,000 times. So that was a self-propelled tower. I have respect for that. People who can open up about what they're really experiencing. Okay. And from someone's honest point of view, they question about holding on to this and how long they've been questioning it. Is this a beneficial commitment? Is this the correct commitment? Sometimes I'll lean away from it because I don't know that it's for me. It's their knowledge base that they question. This commitment, is it for me? Is it for us? And I've been feeling that way for a long time. And it's at that point where maybe I feel like you should know. That's quite a withhold. But I believe prior to that, because the Tower is a false construct with the Emperor here. The false construct being is that I need to be strong and keep this to myself. So the Tower came down, and like I said, it's like I wish I didn't know, but here it is. So it's remarkably honest. It took a lot to build into it. This is not a comfortable conversation. This is not comfortable insight. It's not. So I see then the dedication that kicks off as a decision between these two to put everything out on the table about what is fixing and what is this relationship and what are the fears, what are the anxieties. And it's just getting laid out bare. And you are listening intuitively as well as intellectually, and you're saying this is my decision to operate under this method with you at this time. Because you're taking it very seriously. Okay, you are taking it very seriously. And I think you two have probably discussed it at some point. You know, is it best that we separate? Should we go our own separate ways? But the discussion circled back to how long has this been going on, and the fears and the anxieties behind it, and how long have we been holding on to this? How long? Because maybe you've had your own misgivings too to share, and perhaps you didn't know until they triggered the conversation. You know? I'm very curious. Seven of Cups, Strength, Ten of Pentacles. All I do is seeing you choosing what's in the best interest of the foundation as you understand it for now. Okay? Goodness me. The air signs, you guys. Air signs specifically. I'm not saying everybody else had to walk in the park, but I'm saying the air signs are just... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go back to that Ace of Pentacles reading. You know? Let's see that Seven of Cups, please. Show me that Seven of Cups. Someone has misgivings about the strength of the commitment, specifically how they mentally see themselves in it or they don't see themselves in it. And what are your thoughts on that? Are your thoughts like mine? You know. Because sometimes this person's like, sometimes, honestly, I want to lean away from it. Sometimes I don't want to give myself fully towards it, but I also feel like I can't say these things, or I haven't been able to say these things, or I'm not supposed to. Okay. Let's see that Seven of Cups, please. Justice, that's you. The Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Yeah, I know, you've really made up your mind on this subject, at least for now. For now, your point, this is why I couldn't figure out if it was business, pleasure, or somewhere in between, because I think what you've decided upon, I know, I know and I feel that you have decided to treat this like a business decision, which I understand. The information you received was unexpected, and I think you're doing the best with it that you can, and you decided to treat it like a business practice. I'm going to put work into this. I expect the same from you, and let's just take it from there. Let's see how we feel about this later, because it hurts you. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt you. But when you open up about it with the Seven of Cups, you're saying, I kind of get it. You experienced it in some way too, just like they did. Sometimes you lean away from the commitment too. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's yours. And you get it. I think you get it. So your immediate line of defense, if you will, is to treat this like a business practice. I put real work into it. You do too. We'll just try to remain open in our emotions, Seven of Cups, and try to identify the correct feelings that are good for us, and then the ones that are negative, and then work through those negative ones. So it's very methodical, okay? It's practiced. Like I said, you know this person really, really well. I think you two know how to drop pentacles around each other and with each other. But the emotional exchange perhaps isn't where it used to be. And therefore the thinking kind of followed that, right? I don't know if I can see myself in this commitment like I used to. That means I don't know if I can feel my way in this commitment like I used to. Because you two got the pentacle down. That's a non-issue. So I don't blame you for that being your first line of defense. Okay. Yeah, the Three of Swords is going to remain a tricky factor here until I see more resolve. And again, it's not like you two haven't talked about it. I think you did. You've reasonably discussed separation, and I think you both reasonably have concluded, let's put our older selves into this and see if we can reproduce those old results of loving and understanding that this is for us, that this is right for us. And if it's not, then we'll reassess that later. Okay. So it's tricky, but somehow you two are still managing to make it work. I have to say I respect the honesty of this. And you might sound disgusted by that. Like, what? Are you kidding me? It shouldn't have gotten to that point. Do you have any idea how many readings I see where people keep this shit to themselves and then they just walk? They just leave. Or they cause more harm by keeping it to themselves. I think that was a focal point for Geminis, if I'm not mistaken. They had changed so much in their heart and they're not able to see it. And it was causing harm. So when somebody can be so brave as to induce a tower, that is brave indeed. People are going to have misgivings, guys. Be it 2 weeks out, 2 years out, 20 years out. You know? A lot of people think they have this discussion pre-marriage and that's the only time they'll have that discussion. Are you and I forever? We really want to do this forever? And it's like, okay, we talked about it and yes, we're getting married and we'll never have this discussion again. No. It comes up again. Just in different variations and forms and reasons. Okay? You ever have a come to Jesus moment? As the expression goes, it's a Southern expression. I don't know if it's a worldwide expression. It's not meant to be insulting. It's just when you have nowhere else to go, and it's that rock bottom moment where there's nowhere left to hide. Kind of shows you, not to just, do they still want it? Do you too? Because you thought about it too. You made an active decision back here, so that means you told me you thought about the other way. And you know, this is what real work looks like, guys. This is what real dig deep energy looks like. This is what cuts the mustard between someone who's frivolous and fucking around and two people who really want to find out. And they either have something to discover about themselves or rediscover in each other. And I think that's where you two are. Discovery of the self. Do I still want this? Can I still give my best to this? And if that's true, then you can rediscover each other. But if not, you should know that too. And that's not a bad thing, guys. Separation, divorce, these are not dirty words. Sometimes it is correct. And that's the whole point of discovery and rediscovery. Anyway, I just wanted, because I think it's admirable. What I'm seeing here, is it complicated? Oh, fuck yeah. This is not, this is not tarot lightweight, guys. This is not tarot 101. I do the deep shit. And you showed me that today. And, this is the real stuff. So, congratulations. What you will both discover and or rediscover, I would love to know, as you would, and I believe they would too. So let's keep on then. We're going to go ahead and skip strength for now. I see you absolutely using strength to your advantage as how you know yourself and your skills and what it is that you can do. So I know that the Ten of Pentacles or Tree of Life, your foundation, is of paramount to you in terms of stability, and this is what we have built, so let's keep that in mind. And this is why I'm choosing, okay, to kind of approach this in terms of what we know. So let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's see that Ten of Pentacles. 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 I don't think you're going to have an answer overnight. Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, Temperance. For now, you two are choosing to cooperate at the highest levels of practical nature. Again, I think you both have settled upon a course of action that says, treat this like a business. Time, energy, and effort on my side. Time, energy, and effort on your side. It's a teammate thing right now. Emotional infusion, I've not seen that yet. I don't think you expected it right away, and neither did they. But I am seeing literal equal parts of give and take at the highest levels of cooperation. Because at the end of the day, what you both have in common is a very well-established foundation. I don't want it to come down to finances and mortgages. I don't. But there is also a high level of cooperation and respect between you two to operate at that. When somebody's just, they don't really mean it, they'll show me pages, they'll show me a 3, they'll show me a half-ass 2. Your guys are showing me 8s and 10s in the cooperation. And this person is showing me healing as they continue to give to this, okay, at a practical level, which is good, but you both need more time to see if this has long-term function. I'm still not seeing love that would suggest, I'm saying respect. Absolutely. Mutual respect. Respect for respect. Effort for effort. That's respect. Okay? But I don't want you two to get locked into this pace of competition and who's doing what and how much. All right? I want you two to get back to that core point, the rediscovery of feelings. Because you admitted at the beginning, we've known each other a long time. And then it got to business. This person talked about more on the personal side of things. I don't know that I necessarily see myself in this anymore. This is the only time I saw it get personal. And then you two turned into professionals real fast. So I respect the output for the 3D. Guys, I got bills to pay too. But at some point, I want you two to rediscover this piece. Is this what you still want in terms of a functioning commitment? Not just a productive commitment, a functioning commitment that's happy and healthy. Okay? And loving. Because as far as I can tell, if we continue to treat it like a business function, do you both feel better? Because you both understand what you're giving? Yes. Does that mean you two feel like partners? Okay. I want us to think about this a little more. Feel our way into it a little more. You're saying you're a little bit open to the emotional exploration and that you want to dig out the negative as well as the positive. But for the most part, you're both emphasizing function over feeling. Okay, but other than that, I'm rooting for the both of you. Okay? I am. I feel like this person's reacting in terms of, personally, this feels good because it's functioning in a way that I can understand, but I don't see their emotional self, and I really don't see yours too much either, other than the willingness to look at uncomfortable emotions if you need to. All right? So let's keep that in mind. The World. 8 of Pentacles. Something here stopped functioning. In reverse. What is that? The inspiration, the hope, the passion. Yeah. Guys, I'm really not... I get that you both have the common ground at the foundation. Your roots run deep. I get it. Family, friends, community, careers. The whole thing is so intertwined. It's like this. The roots are so entwined. Okay. not easily separated. I know, but that wasn't the issue, guys. It's not the issue. That's not the issue. That's not what the non-functioning piece is. I know you two know how to work around each other and with each other. That's the non-issue here. You made that very clear. And you're both on best behavior in future. I got you. The inspiration. The hope. Let's not lose sight of what mattered to emotional harmony. Okay. This is a restless home. At the emotional level, the Pentacle world, I'm not worried about. You two have that covered. It's the resistance to emotional receiving, the willingness to give and to receive, that make it balanced. That's where the real frustration lies. It's not the Pentacle, honey. That was never the issue. When somebody says, I personally don't know if I can feel or identify as a committed spouse, that's not about Pentacle. Okay. I'd like to say a little bit more on the emotional harmony here. That's where it seems to be the highest resistance. It's not about the coin. It's not about the coin. Okay. So you two are very much on best behavior. But being open towards happiness, and what does that mean? Okay. All right. We got to press on. Yeah. What does it mean to be happy? That's what you two need to explore. Not how do we make this work? It already worked. In terms of function. Okay. Dove is in reverse. We're feeling restless. No peace. Your willingness to work through this is high, so is theirs. Nourishment. Does this nourish you? Is it transformative? Will the situation change? Okay, remember the self-worth. To nourish is to love the self as you would love someone else. That includes you. Some of you feel like the old woman. See, that's what I'm talking about. A sense of sadness, and I have nowhere else to go or shift. It's in the reverse. We don't want to feel like this. This is not who we are. We can transform this. And turtles in reverse, slowness, protection. It's not about protection, guys. And it's not about speed. It's not about protection. Assets, the way of life, it's more than that. Gosh. The witch in reverse, not magic, it's not curse. It's not about protection of the self or one's interests. Are we nourishing what needs to be nourished? Are we transforming what should be transformed? It's not magical thinking. It's not some sense of curse or a magic pill that solves all our problems. It's, are we addressing the real issue here? I know. So much emotional restlessness. Action, courage, Jupiter, nurture. That's what I'm saying. If we're going to have a new beginning here, embrace it. Infuse it with that passion and hope. Not a form of protection or shoring your both of you up against the worst. You know, what if we have a loss of assets or we destabilize? If we think about that, we're already lost. It's about love and compassion and having hope for this again. Again, somebody wasn't like, oh, I don't think we're good business partners. They're like, oh, I don't think I'm a good husband or a good wife to this. And I've had misgivings about it a long time. This is where we need more of the emotional strength. Okay. And there's that Tower. I think that's what the real heart of the issue is. Not how much you two can procure and secure. It's not like that. The way you both lean into contribution is amazing. I just don't think that's the solution we're looking for. So you got to ask yourself, do you want this emotionally? And do they? Because it doesn't matter how much work we put into it. If we have no feeling behind it, we'll end up back at square one and what got us to this in the first place. Epiphany, a breakthrough, the unexpected. A lot of insight is here. Okay, a lot of insight's here. It might be that you two lean into the practical language so much, I need more of this. I need more help with that, instead of saying I feel, because for some people the feeling thing is so uncomfortable. So they'll be like, I need you to more of this. It's my saying, I need you to show me how much you care or love me. But it comes out in terms of action or practical language. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, but we need more of that. So this is a start. Open up. See, that's what I'm saying. Somebody here has such a strong fear of loss of what was built, not just financial, the whole world. I don't think that's getting to the point. Someone shows me a fear that they're not cut out for this commitment. Someone else is showing me I got to fix this at all costs. But then you both agree upon that course of action in future. There's more to it than this. Okay? Okay. Oh, gosh. Kind of want to go back to those aces that we weren't sure about, and then we lost them. Oh, boy. You two are highly productive. You can't say you're not. You can't be faulted, either one of you. Okay? When it's time to be teammates, you two partner up very well. That seems to be your default language. That's the least thing I'm concerned about. It's not about protecting one's interests or personal assets due to fear of separation or loss. I think someone is struggling to feel like a spouse or partner and has been for a long time. Okay? So if you're using your intuition the way you are, that suggests you're opening to hearing someone's feelings as well. Okay? And that includes you too. If you're really going to lay it out on the table, then lay it out all on the table. And don't just make it about productive work. Okay, I hope this helps you. I do. We'll check up on you in a week. I may not see this. Regardless, just in case. Hopefully I'll see you at your next reading. Libra, take care. Be well.